Hey guys, welcome back. Boozor here. In this video, we're just going to talk about this Hydra team I put together um, that kind of showcases the strength of a champion that we don't really often for Hydra, and that's Maulie TANKARD. It's a really old champion, but she fulfills some interesting roles for any Hydra team. So in this fight, she is up against brutal, the brutal Hydra boss, and yeah, her role is to be a provoker, but she also has a couple secondary roles. She's a turn meter booster, so she makes your team go faster, so you get more turns against the Hydras, and she also is a reviver. So it's hard to find good revivers that also have other roles that are not filled by other champions already. So for example, like one of the best is like Duchess as a team reviver. She fills multiple roles, so she has a lot of damage reduction, she has buffs, and then she has a team revive. Uko's another really good team reviver. He brings a lot of other utility too, like buff stealing. It does happen occasionally where the Hydras will steal your buffs or transfer buffs, and then Uko is able to steal one back. He brings block buffs and buff removal, as well as attack down. So he brings a lot of utility as well as a full team revive. But there's not too many champions like that, and sometimes you just need a revive to keep your run going. So in this video and in this team, we're going to talk about how Maulie basically takes on the role of full-time provoker. We do have a Husk for a backup provoke, but honestly, he's Force Affinity, and the head of the K is Spirit Affinity this rotation, so the chance of him provoking is rather low. He has accuracy to provoke, so in the off chance that he does get a chance to, and is counted upon, he might be able to pull one off, but we're kind of relying on Maulie to do the full-time provoking here. So I'm just going to get this team going. So we have defense down and weaken from Lydia with the speed up. I don't have speed down on this team, but the extra turn meter from Maulie kind of makes it up a little bit. And it's also brutal, and my champions are kind of geared decently to be able to handle this kind of difficulty, so it shouldn't be too bad, but we'll see how it goes. Let's start the run. I'll speed through the run after a couple turns, just show you guys how the team kind of works. So in the beginning, you're really looking for a 2-turn provoke just to get your team off to a good start. You're also looking for the block buffs to actually land on most of the heads. So I land a 2-turn provoke, everything, all the defense down. Actually, I missed the defense down here. You want the Geomancer burn on the head that you want to die fastest. Here comes the block buffs. You want the block buffs to land on the... So you want the block buffs to land on the head of Wrath and the head of Suffering, because the Suffering has the reflect damage buff, and the Wrath has all his attack up and reflect damage buffs. Because the reflect damage will kill Husk if he uses big AoE slam, so you want to be able to block their buffs right away. And also buffs also help basically block out the poison cloud, which is really important this rotation. So make sure you guys are fulfilling all these conditions. If not, just leave. Just leave the run, restart, and make sure the buffs get applied. And make sure you bring the buffs and debuffs on your team, obviously. So you kind of see how it goes. We got the 2-turn provoke, so we got a little bit of time to cycle back. Right now, I'm trying to trigger the attack from Wrath as soon as possible. I'm trying to trigger the 15-turn counter right away. So you see I'm trying to attack it. And once it triggers, you basically see a huge damage uptick on the head with the HP burn that Geo placed. So you see the damage start ticking off here. So that's kind of like the strategy, where the Wrath head just pumps damage out when you have the HP burns out. Yeah, Geomancer is just really strong. The Hydra's hit pretty hard, and then the damage from the HP burn reflect is just so strong. So Riho, her main role in this kind of team is just to heal, because actually the poison and wrath heads they actually dish out quite a bit of damage. So her role is to basically full heal us, as well as cleanse off some of the poisons. Um, her A2 ability with the debuffs aren't really necessary, but obviously they are helpful once in a while. You notice that Husk actually landed a provoke there, so Maulie can save her guarantee provoke later. Yeah, this is kind of the way it goes. So make sure block buffs land on the head of Wrath. And off we go. So this is kind of the gist of the run. So we'll just speed through this, and then we'll come back at the end and talk about the team stats and the gear. Okay. So we'll see you at the end of it. All right. So there you go. There you go. It was about 34 million. So pretty. I mean, just kind of past the brutal threshold here. Um, most of the damage comes from Husk and Geomancer, right? Maulie doesn't have War Master or anything like that, so she's not going to be doing insane amount of damage. Riho has HP burn. She doesn't have War Master, so all her damage is from HP burn. Lydia has Brimstone, so she's doing a little bit of damage there. Same with Uko. Yeah, we'll just go over to some of the champions. So, I mean, Molly's doing a really good job. At some point, she was hitting a lot of the 2-turn provokes, which is really huge for her. So, and the provoke, and it's if she's fast enough, she's able to cycle back to it really quickly. So go over the champions here. So Uko I was just using is my arena Uko. He's in 6-piece stone skin. Made him like fast enough so that he's usable in Hydra, has decent accuracy, and just some tanky stats. He actually has War Master because I haven't spec'd him out of it. But I might not spec him out of it just because he's kind of useful as a dual purpose champion at this point. Lydia's in a shield set. She's my dungeoner Lydia. She's quick. She has good resistance, good accuracy. Resistance is enough to resist on brutal, so that's extra useful there. Not required, but it's nice to have it just because she's so useful everywhere else. My Riho, I just have her a bit fast. She was my main cleanser for a long time in Arena, so I have her fast. Just some accuracy to land stuff, that's about it. Maulie, she's in a shield set as well. She's kind of like my Arena Maulie. I haven't really changed her out of this build for a long time. She was speed 2 in my Arbiter at one point. Now I don't think she is anymore. She's a little bit slow, but that's still okay. Accuracy is a little bit low for any kind of serious arena stuff, but 469 is way more than enough for brutal. You mainly want her fast. You want her fast against Hydra so that she can cycle back to her provoke ability right away. So if she lands the 1-turn provoke, you need a pretty fast team or TM turn meter boosting team to get her back to it. Fast enough so that she can place this again before the cleansing head goes, or you can use her on like hard difficulty and she would be able to get back to this ability a lot faster. But the key is just to get her to like really fast and like 400 accuracy. Then she can do a lot of work for you as a provoker. Okay. The Geomancer is in Relentless. This is my best Geomancer on this. Is this my best one? This is my best one on this account. So he's in Relentless with enough accuracy. He's quick and double refresh. And then Husk is in Relentless. Good speed, good survivability. Just enough crit damage to do what he needs to do. You don't need too much more in this because max HP damage is capped. And then accuracy is a little bit low, but it's good enough for Brutal. This accuracy would probably be good enough against most rotations as long as the suffering is not part of it. But yeah, this is a little bit low if suffering is a part of the rotation. Alright, so these 6 were what I was running, but mainly the showcase is on Maulie and her A2 provoke ability. Like I said, the key takeaway is to make her fast and give her like about 350-400 accuracy depending where you want to use her, and obviously survivability stats. The sets and stuff don't really matter at all, so just make sure she's just fast, right? Okay guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. If you guys like the content, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for more content. Okay, thanks everybody.